Texans, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now Ryan on second down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Third and long, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
After the interception, here's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. To throw is Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
Third and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call into question his decision-making. In the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Set! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff looking right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
All right, here we go.
In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is knocked down from the side. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch. But you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd down following the incompletion. Throwing again is Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete as well.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Ryan to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Good! Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now a play fake here on first down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, Ryan. Austin's got it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Detroit! Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Watching now, Barney. Leopard. Set.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Boom, landed.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Detroit. Watching now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one. You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. Brand 38.
And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Here we go, Ohio. Here we go.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They run again with Foreman. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go. Brand 38. Ohio.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Here's Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. What? None. What? None. Ohio.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
And maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Let's go.
Here's Watson now on second down. Buying time to it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
All right, now, look at me. No. Check. Patriots. All right, here we go. No. Check. Here we go now. Green 3. Detroit. Leopard.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down. Now it's Ryan. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They come out here in the eye.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are in for 6. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but a 50-50 ball here that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and very short here, less than a yard. From the shotgun, Ryan toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On first down, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here comes the Texans now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Again, it's Foreman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. And the tight end Ebron in motion. Here's Watson to throw on third down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Checks.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 24. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
No, check. Patriot.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On second down, here's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a handoff looking right. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
No, check. Patriot!
And his first carry, he loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Detroit! Leopard!
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go!
Watson off the bootleg. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. Now he'll escape to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for Houston. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Austin. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. So they boost their advantage here in the fourth quarter. And don't get me wrong, you take the points. I guess the only downside is didn't really get to milk any of the clock here in this last quarter.
But they'll take the points because, as you and I both know, here in the fourth quarter, things intensify. And while they may not have taken firm command of the game, it does give them a little bit of a cushion.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down, here's Watson. He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A huge play there for Houston. 66 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
Off the bootleg. Watson. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To throw on second is Watson. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Here we go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Come on, let's go.
To throw is Watson on third down. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And the pressure gets to him again. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. In motion left, Robinson. They go play action now. Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On 1st down, it's Watson. Space to maneuver at the 40. Ebron with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back to throw, Watson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Watson now. Going to throw again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down again.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Come on, let's go. 38. Ohio.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go! Detroit!
Ryan wants to throw it. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 11. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Let's go! Ohio!
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Let's go! Brand 38!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe two more plays.
Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
Again on 2nd and 10. It's Ryan. Dancing to his left. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bears, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they will hit the road.